Well, if there was any team that could stop the successful run chase of Islamabad United, it has to be Lahore Qalandars. They've got that bowling attack. They've got the resources. Haris Rauf, Sam Billings with a brilliant catch today. Everybody getting in, and they were able to control Islamabad United pretty well. All smiles, their captain, Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's been leading the side so well. Atif Rana, all smiles once again, and why not? They've secured a spot in the top two of that table, and the jubilation, pretty much. What a fabulous performance by Lahore Qalandars to win and win by such a huge margin. It really speaks volumes of the kind of bowling attack that they possess. They definitely seem to have one of the best, if not the best, bowling attacks in the tournament. And to talk more about this match, I've now been joined by a very special guest, Aaqib Javed, who's been quite integral to this Lahore Qalandars setup. And alongside him, I've got Darren Ganga. Aaqib, thank you so much for joining us. Is it fair to say that Lahore Qalandars has the best bowling attack in the tournament?
Not even in the tournament. I believe in all leagues. If you compare this bowling attack with any international team, I think this is completely outclassed. Look at the experience, look at the class, the skills. Shaheen, no doubt, one of the best bowlers in the world, alongside Haris. Then Rashid is Rashid. Rashid is one player, I think, the most valuable T20 cricketer in the world. So if you have like three giants, and then David Wiese, people, when they see all these coming at you, they thought, oh, he's the soft corner. But look at his performances. He's the highest fivers in the T20 cricket, which is 6. And then Zaman, emerging player, I think with his action, with his second year with the Qalandars, he's very skillful. And then you got mystery bowler, Sikandar Raza. So I think 6 options, all different, not easy to pick. So there is no doubt one of the best bowling attack.
Just before I come to DG, Islamabad United has been, known for its chasing ability. They've managed to chase over 200 totals. We've seen that in the last few games. Did you sort of back yourself to get them, because they have the ability to chase big totals down? In that mid-innings, what was the chat like?
I mean, look, it was a belief always that all the bashings in first 4 or 5 years, but we were building a bowling attack like this. We all believe, and I believe, that if you have a bowling skills on these pitches, anyone can bat, but there are only few who can bowl. So it took us some time to get these players around.
Yeah.
Aaqib, I mean, congratulations. I like the quiet confidence in the way that you describe your bowling lineup. And I can understand why you've achieved the type of success that we've seen from your side. But this journey hasn't been a journey that started in 2023. I want you to tell us a little bit about the building blocks that you've put in place as a head coach of this side to get this team to such a winning combination that we're seeing today.
When I joined them second year, never a fan of coming into any franchise cricket, because I was a hardcore national coach, PCB, then UAE. So I always believed that there is a coaching in there. You got your players 3-4 days, and then you manage them, and that's it. But when I joined them, then we'll see that is there any local talent available? There wasn't. Then we started our player development program in 2016. Then it took us like 4 or 5 years, because look, you're getting a player from table cricket, Haris Rauf, Dilbar, and many more. Then it takes like 2 years, good 1.5 years to 2 years to develop them from tape ball to cricket ball. So it was tough. Everyone was after me. So tough journey, but our direction was right. We are the only franchise who's working 365 days, finding players, working on them, building high performance centers. So I think direction was right. Once you have a direction right, one day you reach there.
And I know for our viewers, we often talk about direction right, doing the right things. I want to drill into your mind as the head coach of this side. From a bowling point of view, bowling here in Pindi, conditions very good for batting. What are the crucial elements that are required by bowlers to be successful in conditions like this?
One is pace, and then your skills. Yorkers, slower ones, and bumper. So we got like Zaman bowls are at like can bowl like 145. Then Haris is like a pure speed and shines first over the pressure on the batsman. It's become entirely different, and then luxury having Rashid in the middle.
Just on the kind of you've obviously got quite a bit of a pace attack when you look at compare it to some of the other teams, but then in the form of Shaheen, you also have a very strong leader. I mean, that's something that we saw last year. What do you make of his leadership? I mean, what kind of a leader is he? Is he somebody who's very authoritative? Is he somebody who is more consultative? What's his style of leadership?
I mean, look, he first of all, he actually owns the team, owns their players, look after them, and always believe pushing them to bowl the best one, try the best, and he's got a courage. See the other day, he took a bear and get into the toughest situations, and he proved it that he's got a mind and he's got a heart, and he can make decisions. The environment around him is that he's the leader, and he will lead. We don't believe in like matchups or like controlling from outside. It's purely him, and he can consult the senior players, especially David Visa, because we made him on-field coach. So I think that my days, our days, the player used to think and deliver. Every individual on the field should act as a leader. So there's nothing coming from outside. It's about the captain, and you back them. And he's, I think, got brilliant mind, and the biggest advantage is that he's brave. He can make any decision.
All right, thank you so much, Aaqib, for your thoughts. It's always a pleasure to have you here talk to us. Shaheen Shah Afridi definitely has been the star of the show when it comes to Lahore Qalandars. Just his captaincy and the way he's led his side. And of course, they are now winning back-to-back games, and they've secured that important, spot when we talk about that table. Now we're talking about performances today. Well, let's have a look at the Master Blaster today, and no surprises for guessing who it is.